That was Donnie McGuire and Reba Rambo with "This is the Day which the Lord hath made. We are certainly going to rejoice and be glad." Well, listen to what Ezra has to say in Psalm 119, verse number 85. He says, "The proud, what they've done is they've dug pits for me to fall in, which are not after your word." So here Ezra is well aware of that there are people out there that are not crazy about his particular relationship with God, and actually they're trying to trap him with questions. Now that very same thing happened to Jesus Christ when people would come to him, and a lot of the questions were quite sincere, but there's always individuals who have an agenda. And much of the agenda has to do with the fact that they want you to look foolish and them to look smart. But you know what? Ezra says, you know what? I am going to put my trust in the Word of God. I'm going to center my life on the Word of God. And I'm also going to make sure that prayer is an active part of my life. And when I do that, then what's going to happen is that wonderful wisdom of the Lord is going to come into my life situation. And I will be able to answer and also as well give a wonderful testimony of Jesus Christ. It was Peter who said simply this, and Paul as well. They said, you need to be ready in season and out of season. That means that you need to be ready to give that word of that hope that lies within you. And the motivation behind the questions could be questionable, but what you need to do is give a sincere testimony of what God has done for you. You don't have to sit there and give them, all this legal, or I should say, jargon, religious jargon. What you can do is simply tell them what Jesus Christ did for you. No one can dispute what you have experienced yourself personally. It tells us in the book of Revelation that we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and by our word of our testimony. So just share what Jesus has done for you. Share how you got saved. Share what God is doing in your life right now. And no one can dispute that because it happened to you and it is your testimony. So here Ezra simply says, the proud, they've tried to dig pits for me, which are not after your law. But he says, Lord, I am going to put my trust in you, and I'm going to share what you have done for me. A little thought for you today. Now we have for you right now, Don Moen with Jesus We Enthrone You. And it's all here for you on your radio station, AM 930, The Light, Edmonton's Positive Talk.